that's the original reason why I got into crypto is like I kept having this scaling problem with my businesses. Like I kept hitting this roof of like I couldn't get past like 20, 25 employees, and I couldn't scale my business past that because I didn't know this at the time. Is basically I kind of internally knew that like I didn't have a good enough funnel to get me more business. So I was kind of hitting the top end of like me being on the phone, DMing, texting people, because it was just basically me running the business. And I kind of hit like a maximum of like 5 to 4 crews basically. And it was just like, I couldn't scale past that. So, well, actually I lied a little bit. Actually, it was like 3 crews. It was 15 guys. So I was like maybe like 4 to 3 crews at the time. And then eventually as the bull market continued on, I was able to get scale past that, but I never really did get past like 25 employees basically. So I was like, I kept like coordinating. So like during the good times, I would get a couple good jobs or a good streak of jobs. So my business would grow like this, and then it would contract, and it was like
absolutely.
So I got really frustrated. So what I ended up doing is like, fuck it. I'm not putting any more money into the business. I'm outside of just, maintaining equipment and tools, and I'm going to funnel all that into crypto, because then I'll get a bull market, and then I'll funnel that business back into my business, and then I'll expand crazier. But what happened is I just kind of fell in love with crypto. It became my passion, because like my real passion was investing. But, sometimes you're just, I tried to work for Fidelity and stuff like this, and I tried to work for these financial industries, but it just like during the time when I got out of high school, it was so cutthroat. Everyone was just trying to steal everyone's clients. Like it was insane. I remember like being in high school, going to like Fidelity, and like everybody was just talking shit about everybody because they were trying to steal clients, because it was the housing crisis was going on. Yeah. So it's kind of a crazy. I mean, I literally haven't thought about that in a while, man. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, that's a big thing right now with my businesses is, I see one of my businesses, we're scaling it up, we're going, we're in the 7-figure range, and that's the goal, is to start doubling that number for going into 2024.
Yeah.
And, I'm kind of like I think you said your brother, he's an all-in kind of guy.
Yeah. I'm Eric. Yeah.
And that's how I play them. I don't day trade or mess around with it at all. When I see a good opportunity, I'll buy in and then get rid of it. I don't hold it a lot.
Right now is the opportunity. I will say this 2023 is a year of accumulation. Like I think we kind of started meeting and we started talking stuff after I just did my crypto event here in Vegas, but this is the second time we've done it and stuff. Last year we did it closer to like November sort of time status, and our guys were at the party. We were just telling everybody, you guys, it's coming. It's like right around the corner. And we caught, $15,500 Bitcoin. We caught $800, $700 Ethereum. We bought a lows on a lot of coins. We bought Hex at the time. We bought it at like 1.8 cents. It went up to 12 cents, and then token split, and some other stuff happened in the launch of Pulse Chain. But we were able to, help a lot of guys make money and take profits and stuff. And then with this one, the big thing we were telling people is the bottom on the altcoin market's happening. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're not going back to like $800. They're not going back to 15,000. But Bitcoin can hit 21 to 24,000, and Ethereum can, if we're lucky, I'm hoping to God, please, but like I'm hoping we can touch maybe like high 1,000, like 1,080, something like that on Ethereum. But more than likely, we're only going to hit like 13 to 1,400, and that's as low as we're going on Ethereum. So right now, I'm just waiting to back up the Brinks truck, and I'm about to buy a lot of Ethereum and altcoins. Like I've started accumulating Solana, Cardano, Dogecoin, Thorchain, Rune. I'm buying a couple of these coins right now because I see the opportunity and stuff, and I'm like, but this is the sector I'm in. This is all I do, of course, right? For someone that's just like isn't paying attention as much, you could really get away with just like some BTC and Ethereum. You're doing really well. You're going to do really well, because Ethereum on the worst case this cycle is going like 12 grand. Yeah, 12 grand.
I think so.
Oh yeah, that's not even that hard to say. I mean, if I'm being bearish, it'd be like $8,000, but like because Ethereum hit. Depending on where you looked, it hit $4,800 to $5,100. So at least it's going to do a 2x from there. So we're talking about $8,000 to $10,000. So realistically, if we have because Ethereum's kind of fundamentally changed, it's become much more pumpable. It's deflationary now. A lot of the inflation is going to stakers instead of miners who have to sell it off for electricity costs. So Ethereum has become a lot more pumpable in this market, as well as like we are going to get a Bitcoin ETF this cycle. That's huge. I don't got to tell you why that's so huge and stuff. That's a big thing. These retirement funds are going to be able to start finally. The 401k market's going to be able to buy physical. I mean, not physical, but
isn't Fidelity already in on that though?
They're all trying to. I mean, Fidelity's been mining Bitcoin since 2013.
Yeah.
they've been silently, like, didn't tell when we didn't find out about that until 2018, 19.
Mm-hmm.
That they had been in the market since 2013, 14, mining Bitcoin.
Yeah, making the move behind the scenes.
All these guys. I mean, every person that you see, Mr. Wonderful and stuff, saying I hate, like, he in the early, I don't want to say, like, let's just say 2013 to 2016, we would do these speeches. People would ask him about Bitcoin, and he would do these massive explanations. He knew exactly what he was talking about. 2017 or this 2021 market started rolling around. Bitcoin's a scam. It's rat poison. I think it's a horrible thing in this world and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't understand it. Why so it was complete lies. He was just trying to keep the prices down so he could accumulate more and stuff like that. So it's just, this is what a lot of these influencers do in the traditional space. They all hold these crypto assets. That's why there's so many closet crypto guys. It's like the prices didn't get that high just off of like retail. It was some pretty big players, you know?
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm really quiet about it, man. I really haven't even really talked about how I started my fitness company until you and I really, you know, we're chatting earlier. And that's the thing, right? Is I basically started my whole product line, all my supplements, my app. I developed my app, the website, all the tech, everything was paid for with profits from cryptocurrency. Zero debt startup.
That is, hey man, I gotta give you a handshake on that, man. Yeah.
Can I shout out to Hotep Jesus for advising me on that too?
Oh, shout out to Hotep. What's going on, buddy?
100%. Yeah, he definitely was like, yeah, man, you're doing it right. And so, you know, when you think about 9 product lines for a supplement company, I mean that's no small feat.
No, it's a lot of money. I mean, I looked into supplements. You can start off with a small amount, but once you start getting a certain size of scale, the costs get incredible and stuff. Because I'd known some people that knew, like Derek from More Plates, More Dates and stuff like that. A Good Looking Loser and stuff like that is the guy who kind of runs the back. He's the one who put up the money to help him scale to the size he is. Yeah. Do you know about Good Looking Loser?
No, I do not.
So Good Looking Loser is the guy who ended up discovering Derek. He learned Derek from More Plates, More Dates and stuff.
I know him. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone knows. Yeah. Shout out to the boy, man. Yeah. Man, do you know how wealthy I would be if I could have got rich off of you? Like the amount of YouTubers that I picked blowing up is insane. My brother Kyle knows this. I was watching More Plates, More Dates since like, I think 8,000 subscribers or less.
He's to the moon on that.
Leo Longevity, rest in peace and stuff, and a bunch of the other guys. But, that is one sad thing about like the fitness space is like more and more of these guys, you know, are taking like a crazy amount of steroids and just dying. Yeah. Personally, I do believe it's because of the insulin. Really, I think a lot of these guys are taking insulin and going hyperglycemic and just, you know,
it's over. Yeah, they're shutting it down, man. And it's
a lot of guys think,
a lot of these guys, they want to build this cabin, right? They want to build a cabin of muscle. And they think that, you know, if I got a fat wallet, I can get there from here, but it really just takes hard work. It doesn't take a whole lot of that other stuff.
Now, obviously, I know roids aren't the magic pill, but they still kind of are in a way.
Oh, they are, yeah. If you got a
Tremboloni sandwiches, eat clean, train hard, train hard.
Yeah, there you go. That's the mindset, but that's why you see so many of these guys dying off at like 40.
Yeah.
You know,
is it because of the roids? Or is it because of is it because of the growth hormone? Is the insulin like what? Like, because obviously I know it's because of these like. From what I've seen, I know guys that are on this stuff, but they have a clean lifestyle. That means they're not partying. Mm-hmm. Is it because of the partying that's putting the extra stress on? Because a lot of these guys are addicted to like Molly, or they take a lot of Vicodins, or they're taking Xanax. It's not just like steroids; they're mixing it with stuff. Just like
yeah, I mean, obviously that's a perfect storm for disaster right there, mixing all that stuff. But really, what it is a lot of the problem with these guys that are dying is because of heart failure. There's heart issues, right? Mm. And so the bigger you get, the harder your heart has to work. It doesn't matter if it's fat or muscle. It still has to work harder
to pump it around. So just the LBs, the LBs.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's muscle or fat, though.
So you're saying my dirty book, the 300 pounds, is bad?
Yeah, I would not do that if I were you. Yeah, that's a sad part of this whole situation is, and there's a lot of young kids, man, a lot of younger guys, because I do a lot of hormone coaching too. I get guys on, you know, testosterone replacement therapy because they've completely wrecked themselves out hormonally, right?
Right.
And that's the mindset when they're like 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, well, I just jack a bunch of testosterone, a bunch of this, a bunch of that, and they wreck themselves out.
Right.
And they've dodged the bullet of death, but they have T levels in like the 300s.
Right. Now, do you think these guys have like? I mean, I'm not saying like the deal. Like I like saying this because it's kind of funny, but like the deal with the devil a little bit is like, are you going to look? You're burning the candle brighter. Yeah. But you're shortening it out a little bit. Like
it's kind of like a star, right? The brighter it shines, the shorter it lives.